All right, family, it's your brother Assad.
And I'm Adrian.
And we are back again with another quick video. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you'll be notified when we drop new material on this channel. Secondly, in terms of housekeeping, we got to give a special and a significant and a particular and a peculiar type of love to our South African family for all the love you guys have shown this channel, my family, my wife, my children. We greatly appreciate it. Third, in terms of housekeeping, the meetup this month will be on Saturday, August 27th. Let me make sure that's right. Wait. Because I'll say the wrong thing and be really confident and wrong.
Loud
Saturday,
and wrong.
loud and wrong. Saturday, August 27th. Mark your calendar. Location to be announced. But mark your calendar. Saturday, August 27th. We gonna talk loud. We gonna laugh loud. We gonna eat, drink, and be merry. At the same time, we are going to do something radically simple and revolutionary. Radically simple and revolutionary, supporting a black-owned business, putting some dollars or some rands in their cash register. Rands in the register. Bam, bam, bam. Just like that. You like that? That was off the top. That was on the top. So let's talk about our South African living experience thus far. So in a previous video, we mentioned some differences in terms of car buying, like music on the radio. What else we mentioned that was different?
Polo.
Well, yeah, facts. That's big different.
That was it though.
Yeah,
That's pretty
so
much what we got into.
well,
I could think of probably some more.
what's that?
We just want to go into it. The quality of customer service.
It's
I
different,
think
yeah.
they have like a really good quality of customer service,
Right,
at least where I've gone.
right. Especially
So we went to what was the store we went to looking for hangers?
game,
Game
game. I like
in
the
the Mall of
name.
Africa,
Yeah,
and it had everything. I was like, oh, this is cool. It's
that
kind
was
of
the
like
other Walmart. That's like I said, Macro was like Walmart, but game,
it's
yeah,
kind of sort of like it just has everything,
yeah.
But okay, so in Walmart, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's never good customer service. Right? Find somebody gonna have attitude,
Right.
like they won't know where things are,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff. It's hard to find them in the first
True.
place.
True.
And I needed help from two of the people in the store and got excellent service.
Yeah.
Excellent. I mean, they were
Now,
like quick, like, oh, I don't know, but let me go find out. Took off running to find out, came back. I was so appreciative. I was like, oh, thanks.
well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I liked
Well, I
it.
also noticed this. Now, this was something that was very particular and peculiar. So we went to a furniture store to buy what's it called, a footrest thing for the
Yeah.
sofa, right? So you can put your feet up. And the lady was, she was like, oh, I need to get your name, and I wasn't saying much, right? I was just giving her like, I don't know. She asked, was this my first time buying at whatever the name of the place was? I don't even remember. And all I said was no, right? Uh, so she said she had to get my information.
It's
Um,
an ottoman. Sorry.
Ottoman.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So she had to get my information. So anyway, it wasn't until she asked me for my phone number, like that she realized that I wasn't, I guess, just a South African, right? We black, right? So she didn't. I don't think she assumed, oh, this is an American or African American until I started saying, 1504, and she was like, what? I was like, it's an American number. And I guess that's when, like, I could see it in her eyes and her facial expression change. Oh, okay. He's not South African, which I thought was indicative again of being in the majority. We just blend in. We're not special, We're
Yeah.
just regular people. When we were walking through the Mall of Africa, um, it's just amazing to see a mall. It's like just a mall full of black people. And yeah, they have different people in there. I'm not saying that it's just 100, 1000% black. I'm just saying that it is a mall full of black people, a whole bunch of them, from the workers to the patrons to everybody. Uh, Even in the restaurant over at, we went to Moo. Wait, Moo Cow.
Mm, maybe
Uh,
it was Moo Cow. I can't remember the name now.
it's across the way from Cream at the
Moo Moo.
Moo.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Moo
the
Moo.
thing. Yeah, Moo Moo.
Now a
I
moo
think
is
it's
a
a newer
dress where
restaurant.
I'm from. That's a dress that Medea wear.
Old
Yeah,
lady dress.
old lady dress, a moo. I buy my mama moo from all over the world. Wherever we travel, I get a moo. It's just like an old lady dress, a house dress.
Yeah.
It's something that you wear around the house. But again, I looked at the servers, the people that were working. The greeter was a brother. There was another sister there, but our waiter was a brother. All in game. The
Mm-hmm.
guy who showed me, I needed to buy. Excuse me, I needed to buy a monitor for my computer, an extra monitor. A brother, just all kind of stuff. So it's a lot. It feels good. It feels good to see this. And I think my
Mm-hmm.
children, we got to go get the children um, and pick them up or whatever have you from by my parents in the next day or two. We fly out, go get the kids, and we'll be gone for like 4 days, 5 days, and then come right back. Bam, bam, bam. Just like that. Bam, bam, bam. Just like that. So, what else? I told y'all briefly about getting flipped off in the last video. Yeah, that was yeah. So that was that, man. But I mean, all in all, what are your thoughts on leaving the United States to come to South Africa?
That's such a big question.
I know.
I mean, we've been thinking on this and thinking on it. So now we're here.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm glad we're here. Like it
Mm-hmm.
is so far, it's everything that we thought it would be in my mind. Like we try to spend time here and not be tourists. We try
Mm-hmm.
to like think about how it would be
Right.
to live here. We
Right.
didn't know where we would live, or like what house we would be in, or what part of town. But now that we've settled, I'm glad we're here, and
Yeah.
it feels good. It feels very comfortable. I don't feel like I moved
Listen,
across the world.
not at
Isn't that
all.
strange?
So we left New Orleans, I guess about a month
Hmm.
ago now. Like when we sold the house, when we sold our house, we didn't stay in New Orleans. We said, we're gonna go to Texas and hang out, which is Houston, 5 hours away. So we drove to Texas and we hung out there. But because I'm not from Houston, I was always GPSing it, driving
Yeah.
around. We were in Katy, Texas, which is a suburb of Houston, always GPSing, riding around. Then we went to San Antonio, Texas, always GPSing, riding around. So I say that to say it's like I think we psychologically broke from home while we were in Texas,
Yeah.
and now we are here, and it still feels like a continuation of GPS and driving around. It's like, oh, I'm just in another part of I don't want to say the states because I just don't want to be like, oh yeah, this is like the states, but it feels like I'm just in another part. It doesn't feel like I'm across the Atlantic Ocean,
Yeah.
at the bottom of the map.
Like you walked into a different world or
No, none of
something.
that. No, it is familiar. It is comfortable.
Yeah.
Um, you know, what I have noticed is something something someone said. Oh, Miss Rosemary. How did you say Sis Rosemary?
Hmm.
She's a lady who will be cleaning the home. She was recommended to us, right? Um, but she said something, and she said, "Yeah, I know it." She's referring to South Africa. She was like, "Yeah, I know it's a horrible country," and I was just like, "Wow,
We didn't think that at
I
all.
wouldn't move to a horrible country." But I have gotten that sentiment. Maybe not all South Africans, definitely not all South Africans. I think a lot of you are very proud. But
Yeah.
there are some who have this sentiment like South Africa is the dumps, like it's the worst place, and I'm just like, where is that coming from? Why are you so hard on your nation? Your
Mm.
nation is still in its infancy of democracy,
Right.
right? Why are you so hard? Give it a chance to. America is 200, almost 300 years old, and they ain't got it right yet,
Mm-mm.
right? No nation is perfect, and no nation will always get it right. But she's like, yeah, I just know it's a horrible country, and I was like, no, we love it here.
Right.
We think it's great. you know. So and I also think some of that is like American propaganda has permeated so many minds across the world that everyone thinks America is just this great place. So when they hear that we're from the States, it's like, oh, the U.S. is perfect. Well, the U.S. is great, and the U.S. has all of this stuff. So anything other than that must be garbage, you know.
Hmm.
And it's just not the case. First of all, I don't know who lied to you, but America is full of poverty
Yeah.
everywhere. Don't let the what you see on TV is like me watching. It is like me watching Blood and Water or Savage Beauty and saying, "Bam, that's all South Africans." No, that's
Yeah.
you know that's those South Africans, but New Orleans is full of poverty. Atlanta, where that's the black mecca, right? Black folk are being pushed out of their cities. But no, there's poverty, there's crime, there's potholes. I remember somebody said they didn't believe that America had potholes.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah. We have
Man,
collapsing bridges and old
collapsing
infrastructure.
bridges, yeah, all kind of stuff.
I almost wish, you could allow people, because every time someone's like, "Oh, you're from the States and you're moving here," I wish I could go in your
The
place. And I'm
lady
like,
we
I
run the
wish you
car,
could
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Like, I really wish you could too.
and
Give yourself a chance to really experience it for what it is. And that way, I think you come to really appreciate South
come
Africa.
to appreciate what you have. Yes,
It's like the car salesman thing, right?
yeah,
Everyone's like, "Oh, these are family days."
yeah,
Like, people trying to spend time with their family days, and
right,
I'm like, that work ethic, that's a different expectation of work in the States. Like,
yeah.
family is like fitted in after these work hours.
Family is
No one
definitely not
cares
a
about
priority.
that. Not your employer.
It took COVID. Yeah, it definitely took COVID to get people to actually prioritize their family and
Right.
prioritize work-life balance. So that's we're talking about 2 years, and employers in the states are still pushing back against. You need to
Hmm.
come back into the office. You've been doing your job from home for 2 years. Productivity is up, and they're still telling you to come back to the office,
Hmm.
right? Because that's the type of micromanagement. Those who don't know how to lead micromanage,
Hmm.
right? Um, and it's that control. They control your day. They control your life. So the states, and I'm not all down on it. Like, hey, the states have some great stuff popping. I mean, can you make some money? Facts.
Yeah.
You can make some money. Will you give up just about everything else? Facts. Like free time, people work 80 hours a week. Not everyone. Some people, those who work 40 hours a week, they must be they're either barely in the middle class, barely in the middle class, barely.
Wow.
What?
No, I'm
Oh,
listening to
barely in the middle class.
you.
Or, you know, that's it. Unless they have like if they're CEOs and stuff like that, depending on what kind of CEO. Yeah, they working hours. If they upper management, middle management, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, easy. Now, if you're in part of like civil service or state jobs or something like that, then yeah, state service um, has mandated the 40-hour work week. So you're going to work from 9 to 5 or 8 to 4:30 or whatever have you. A 30-minute lunch.
Mm.
30 minutes. Could you imagine a 30-minute lunch in South Africa? No, 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 no. But a 30-minute lunch and two 15-minute breaks. You get a 15-minute break in the morning, a 15-minute break in the evening. That's enough to smoke a cigarette and call your children or something like that, right? So the work-life balance is really off in the States. Yeah, you can make some money. Um, and then keep in mind that different states like Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, these are very poor states. Places like Texas or
California.
California is rich, but it's so rich that it is destroying people. Like, people are fleeing California in massive numbers because you just can't afford to live there. The
Mhm.
rents are so high. The cost to buy a home is so high. So yeah, like you can look at the states as a whole, but it's really important to maybe compare a state to like SA or whatever have you. and you can really get a true comparison. So, what else we want to talk about?
Well, you asked me the question how I feel about being here. How do you feel?
Man, I love it. I love being in SA. I love the people. Listen, they say go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated, or not where you hate it. Um, so many people since we have touchdown have reached out. And I'm going to say this. Maybe my feelings were a little bit hurt by friends who I'm very close with, right? I'm leaving, moving to an entire another country. No one reached out and said, I mean, we text or whatever have you, but no one reached out and said, hey, Doc, I'm going to miss you, or Doc, this, that, and the third, or I'm coming to visit, I'm coming to see you, or whatever have you. I get here to SA and, I just can't keep up with the amount of contacts, either emails or WhatsApps or text messages from people who actually have my phone number. And I want to take you to a rugby game, or I'm inviting you to a bride, or when you get settled, I want to do this with you, or just welcome messages. Welcome, thank you for coming, and we love you here in SA, and all of that good stuff. I mean, when people ask why, well, why wouldn't I go?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I go? It's a whole lot of love. I don't know if South Africans show that love to everybody, right?
Right.
But they showing it to me, so I sure appreciate it. Show it to my wife, so I appreciate it, and I want to reciprocate, appreciate, and reciprocate, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I know they got some folk here who are coming and they are critical of SA and they're taking a lot of time.
A lot of
That
time.
was the AC. I mean, that was the air freshener thing that y'all just heard to make sure when you walk in the house, it's
Fragrant.
fragrant. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But now there's a lot of people taking a lot of time and a lot of energy to like badmouth SA, to 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 point out the warts or whatever have you of the nation. I think it's unfair. I think it's unfortunate. I think it's immature.
Mhm.
It is divisive, and it's just I want to cuss.
Pedestrian.
Pedestrian. Second denotation.
Sophomore.
Elementary. Yeah, I mean, but let me tell you this, and this we can end this video here. For those individuals that are doing that, and who are, for in fact, individuals who are, for those individuals who are seeing that negativity, let me just give you a word of advice. Whatever you feed lives. Whatever you starve dies. Don't give your attention and your energy. Don't feed it, and it will die. Y'all have a good one.
All right.